cooking skills from some of the best chefs in the industry. Although he wanted to be loyal to his family, he needed to find his way. He eventually moved to Gainesville, Florida, and started his home improvement business. After meeting Carol and dating long distance for a year, Steve eventually moved to Tarpon Springs in 2000 and continued his home improvement business and joined a network group. He soon learned about home inspections business, and in 2001, after schooling and training, became a licensed home inspector. Once he reached 250 reviews and 250 peer review inspections, he became an ASHI, American Society of Home Inspections, and a Florida Association of Building Inspectors certified. Steve currently serves as a vice president of the local FABI chapter. During the recession in 2009, Steve continued home inspections, but fulfilled a lifelong dream of becoming a firefighter paramedic. When the market picked back up, he bought a local home inspection business from a colleague and continued in the industry. Steve keeps his medical license current, as one day in his retirement years he would like to volunteer. In the meantime, Steve finds time volunteering as a hunter safety instructor for the Florida Fish and Game Commission and enjoys hunting, fishing, and camping. Steve also loves to cook for large gatherings and for his lovely wife when he has time. Everybody welcome Steve.
Feel inferior.
Your wife wants to know why would I get a home inspection, and do I have to be buying a house to request one?
Actually, why wouldn't you get a home inspection is a question. Your house is one of the biggest investments you're going to make, and unless you know what you're doing, you're not going to find stuff. I had a guy 2 weeks ago wasn't going to get a home inspection, found some major issues with the electric and the plumbing. Anyways, do you have to buy a house to get a home inspection? No. There's a lot of inspections I do for people who want to know the condition of their house. They've been living there 10, 15, 20 years, and they want to know what they need to do to get the house fixed up or what's wrong with the house.
Great answer. That's a good question. What is the difference between a wind mitigation and a 4-point inspection, and why do I need one?
Well, unfortunately, it's for the insurance companies why you need it. They started it back in 2012. What the wind mitigation does give you, actually, insurance companies don't use like the word discount, they give you credits. Your roof deck attachment, which is your nailing pattern, what kind of nails you use, the truss attachment, how the truss is mounted to the house, whether it has secondary water resistance, which is if the shingles blow off, water is not going to get in the house. It's actually a peel and stick material. They want to know what type of windows it is, if it's hurricane impact rated, if you have protection. That's the wind mitigation. Now the 4-point is another thing the insurance companies threw into play because they don't want to pay claims out. So what the 4-point does is they want your air conditioning, roof, plumbing, and electrical. They want the minimum of 3 to 5 years life left on the roof. A lot of people, they mistaken the 4-point for a full home inspection, which is not. It's just your basic for the insurance company. So if you have issues with your plumbing, issues with your electric, you have different panel boxes, such as Federal Pacific panel boxes. Insurance companies will not cover that. I've actually went to a house, do a 4-point inspection, pull the cover off, and the cover sparked. They had wires that were cloth wiring in a panel box that shorted the panel box out, so that's not going to pass inspection. Insurance companies want zero liability and they don't want to pay out, so thank the insurance companies for these.
What is an infrared camera, and why is it beneficial for an inspection?
Good question. Okay, what an infrared camera does is it shows any thermal anomalies in your floors, walls, and ceilings. This is an infrared camera. This is about an $8,000 camera. They've actually gone down in price since then. Thermal anomalies, I mean, if you're lacking insulation, especially new Lennar homes. Did I just say that? Yeah. anyways, your newer homes, a lot of them, they're skipping on insulations. And inside the walls in the attics, there's some attic spaces it's hard to get to. I can get to them, but some people can't. So when the builder says, well, how do you know the insulation is missing out there besides pictures in the attic? I do this with the infrared camera. If I put my hand on the wall and take my hand off, it looks perfectly normal. But when you put the infrared camera on it, there it is, you can see my handprint.
Wow.
So it's that sensitive. So if we found water leaks in walls, I've actually found rodents in walls with a camera. It's pretty cool.
I got a guy for you.
Separate reports I have to do on them. One regular inspection would be for you, and the other 4-point limit would be for the insurance agent. I actually did a lady, she moved down from up north, she worked for an insurance company, I did a full home inspection for her. I told her, do not give your full home inspection to the insurance company. She did. They made her replace a couple broken windows, and they made her remarcite the swimming pool.
Anybody